Good afternoon. I'm Andrew Henderson with the Washington Fire Department, and I'd like to address some of the concerns about today's events. Yes, it is true that the Washington Fire Department did not adhere to the NFPA 1710 standards, and that we did not have the proper hazardous material training. However, we are taking every needed step to ensure that our personnel are trained to the highest standards in hazardous material responses. With regard to the incident that sparked the media coverage, we would like to point out that we had to make an immediate decision to save lives. And through this decision, and though this decision was undoubtedly controversial and resulted in a substantial fish kill, it certainly saved the lives of more than 100 vulnerable residents at a nursing home. We are committed to making the right decisions, even in emergencies, to avoid casualties. In this case, the firefighters did consider the risk and decided to take a course of action that would put the least risk of human life and property. By diking and channeling the hazardous materials away from the nursing home, they knew that some exposure and environmental damage would occur, but that there was a less risky option compared to the situation continuing without an intervention. In response to the questions about the Washington Fire Department not adhering to NFPA 1710 and not being HAZWOPER trained, I would say that the Washington Fire Department has unfortunately been unsuccessful in obtaining a grant to restore funding. The primary goal of these grants are to meet the requirements for 4-person staffing on apparatus to the NFPA 1710 standard. However, we have taken no shortcuts, such as skimping on safety training. In fact, we recognize that we need the need for and are continuing to work on steps to ensure that the department complies with the Occupational Safety and Health Administration's regulations for hazardous materials. Personnel have completed the awareness level and training, and we are continuing to increase their knowledge and their safety and the safety standards when it comes to hazardous materials. As I stated before, we are actively requesting grants to increase level of staffing to better comply with the national standard of NFPA 1710. In order to better respond to hazardous materials incidents, structure fire incidents, and to improve automatic and mutual aid to the surrounding departments. Utilizing this grant increases staffing levels to 4 staffing levels to 4 per fire suppression apparatus. As for informing the public and elected officials, we're constantly working towards improving transparency and communication with the public. We believe that our job as firefighters are to ensure the safety of the public. That is why we are striving for all our personnel to be prepared to the highest level of standards. We are committed to being more transparent and engaging with the public and elected officials, and to inform them of the activities and the initiatives that the fire department is undertaking. We understand that receiving the funding we need to meet NFPA 1710 standard is a priority, and that our safety of our personnel and our community is imperative. Thank you for your time.